We know there's no love lost between Tim Cook and Gawker for a variety of reasons. Do we think this came from the top?
I think Ben's a great reporter, and I've heard the same story about what happened here. I think the issues are you don't think these people run their companies, and actually they do. And so just like any mogul, whether it's owned by GE or whoever, they have influence over these things. And it shouldn't come as a surprise that the owners want to do what the owners want to do, especially when they're putting out a product.
Right. So to believe otherwise, you think is basically naive and always has been.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think this is a pearl clutching incident. I mean, this is what he's going to do. He doesn't like Gawker. It's his network. He can do whatever he wants. And it's not great. It's not a great look. It looks like you're petty and sensitive, overly sensitive. And, the mark of a great network is to put on stuff like, that is tough. But you're not going to see, on a Rupert Murdoch network Succession, are you? I mean, think about it. And so although that would be something if he did that. And he certainly has put on lots of things. But I mean, these networks are owned by powerful, wealthy people who have control over them. And so it would be naive to say that they didn't, they don't have preferences. And, I'm sure this show will find the writer I happen to know is terrific. And so maybe it'll find another home or something else. But I guess he doesn't want to reward this particular publication that he didn't like. And by the way, he wasn't the most sensitive to Gawker compared to a lot of people.
Steve Jobs.
A lot more people really didn't like Gawker than Tim Cook, I suspect.
Well, I wonder, Kara, how much of this might be, and we'd never know, I guess, without talking to Tim Cook, and something tells me he's not going to talk about this. How much of this is about not liking Gawker, and how much of this is about, well, if Apple's got any kind of creative input into this, how could it not be seen as biased one way or the other? I mean, if Apple were to want them to tell just a gloves-off story about how things went down, well, Apple's part of the story. So in a way, doesn't that poison the well?
I guess. I don't know. I just think I think these networks are owned by powerful people, and they've always exerted influence on stuff. It's just not as apparent. And Ben's such a good reporter. It's just out there. And I don't know. I don't know if this is any different than anybody owning anything. I mean, I think a lot of owners try to sort of stay away. And we have this idea of, this sort of church and state idea, but not with entertainment. It just isn't the case. And even in, as you and I know, there's, we have, luckily I have not experienced it. I work for places that doesn't happen where the owners don't meddle, but it's very common for powerful people to meddle. And if they don't like it, they don't like it. So I don't know. It's not a great look for Apple, and it certainly makes Tim Cook look petty, but it's his network. I don't know what to say. I don't, I guess I could be offended, fake offended. I can't believe he did that, but I totally can believe he did that. So.
No, we'd rather you be honest and genuine, which you always are, Kara.
Are you offended, Carl?
It does sort of, no, I'm not offended, nor am I surprised, really. But I think it is interesting that it dovetails with the evolution of Apple TV, which people are now saying, has got a surefire hit in Ted Lasso. So you would expect these sorts of issues to come up, I assume, certainly not less frequently.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to be sitting there deciding on all the things, but maybe some things he doesn't like. Who's to say what did or didn't get on any network, right? These things are so cloaked in mystery and how people make decisions. And sometimes it's just luck, right? Sometimes it just sort of gets up there and becomes a hit. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say beyond that.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.